Alright, so this is my first look at the Nakamichi CDC-3A I just purchased. It was tested when I was there at the seller's place, and it was working. And like I said, even though it's a multi-disc changer, you need the right cartridge for it. And I don't have it, which is fine. I don't plan on using multiple discs at once right now. Anyways, now one thing I didn't notice until just now, because I didn't really get a chance to look in the back, is that it does have a digital out, coaxial, not optical. It was made in July 1989, so it's actually very late 80s. So that's pretty cool. 30 watts of power consumption. And there's an on-off switch here too, so I guess that's to either turn on or off the digital output. So not really sure why you would need to turn it off specifically if you're not using it, but there's a switch nonetheless. I'm gonna have to probably download the manual via PDF if it exists online somewhere to figure out if there's any advantages or disadvantages between leaving it on or must turn it off if you're not using the digital output. Now, I don't think the receiver, I'll have to check to see if it has a coaxial input, but the 3A I don't think has it. I already took the screws. There's only 2 in the back. I'm on the floor, by the way. You know what? I'm unapologetic. At least my floors are somewhat clean. Those are the screws right there. There's the Nakamichi. There's my stack, and there's the top that I told you was messy. But there's my workspace. Now you guys kind of see where it's at, what it's like. My desk, my computer. Yeah, that's my workspace. This is my workspace. And it was actually a mess here before. There was a lot of stuff. There's still stuff around here too. Oh, my cassettes in those drawers. This is my place. Oh yeah, I got dogs and I kind of blocked them in right now just so I can make this video. Oh, you might hear them bark. They're just literally beyond there. They're in the den. So that's my place. So that was the motor that was stuck originally when that cartridge was all screwy, but it still kind of smells burnt. I'm kind of wondering if it's because of that motor. Oh man, I hope that was just temporary. But anyways, that's the mechanism of the CD player. Again, this is just my first look. I haven't, other than trying it out at the, at that person's place, at the seller's place, this is my first time opening it up. Well, actually, no. I lied. I mean, obviously, we opened it up at his place too, so that we can find out how to get that cartridge out. But now that we got it out, this is my first time at my house, I mean. Oh, look, there's a couple of connectors here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh wait, this is not it. I was looking at this connector here, by the way. Wonder what that's for. We're gonna have to figure that out. Maybe for I don't know. There's probably another model upscale than this. Maybe a CDC-3A or something like that. That might include some more. I mean, there's some unpopulated. There's some stuff that's on a board that looks like it's unpopulated. So who knows? I'm not an electronic whiz, so I wouldn't know what there would be. This looks like it's an optical sensor of some type. But yeah, even now it kind of smells burn. have a feeling it's this motor, because this one was really struggling when it got stuck. It was just constantly trying to move. But you can see there's actually two motors. I wonder if they're both driving the same mechanism? Doesn't seem like it. They are independent. Like this one moves independently from this one. So now here's an interesting thing. You do have to put the disc with the label side down. In other words, the actual silver part is facing up. And I guess that's because the laser is actually right there. Which is really odd because, you know, typically we would see this mechanism on the other side. And of course, that way you can read it from the bottom up and then the label is on the top, but not with this one. So I'm just looking at a really quick look to see if there's any bad capacitors or anything like that, but it doesn't look like it. In fact, it's super clean. I was thinking like I may need to clean this, but no. And I wasn't taking a real close look. I was just trying to get the disc out so we can, you know, so we can complete the deal. I didn't really want to spend too much time and take up too much time of the seller's space, but so far so good. All right, I had to cut to so I can get some thing to plug in to listen. And I guess I had to hook it up to something because there's no headphones. Oh yes, there is. Oops, I didn't notice that until just now. How did I miss that? I guess I didn't need this. Anyways, I already hooked it up anyway, so powered on. And we tested this at his house, so the seller's house, so I know it works. Simple display. I also noticed that there is no is there a time indicator? I didn't notice or see any time indicator. That's how that ejects. And then you can't just hit it to slide back in. You actually have to manually push it in. And by the way, there's the cartridge. And as you can see, it uses a standard magazine. Same kind of magazine you would see for car changers. And you can't pull this out once it's out like this. I tried. I was looking for a spot where maybe there's a tab or something. Maybe there is, but right now I found out that you have to push it in and pop it out like that. Now I got 2 CDs to try. One is a very old copy. It's a very old CDR. I actually made a copy of this during my teenage years, when I was still in high school probably, when CDRs were more expensive than the actual album. So why did I make a copy? Well, I was playing around with it. I think I actually owned the original, but I just wanted to make a copy just to play around with. Hey, it's legal. It's a backup. I own the original. Crap. I should pull it out. Just trust me. I have it somewhere. I'm gonna have to figure. I gotta find it. But anyways, no. Oh, forgot. You must. It even says so right here. Insert disc with label facing downward. And I totally missed this part. Only one disc can be inserted at a time. So, notice nothing yet. So, I'm gonna have to hit play. Ooh, it didn't like that. I don't think it liked it. Nope. Wow. Did it really not like that disc? It goes in and it spits it back out. So maybe it doesn't like CDR. See, this is why I wanted to pull a CDR. I might have to try a different one just to see if it's just that one. Let's try original pressing. It was just what I had. Alright, so it does nothing as soon as you push it in. You actually have to hit play or something. Alright. Okay, there's something wrong. It was definitely playing before. So, that's interesting. Maybe it doesn't like whole. Well, I'm gonna have to figure this one out some other time. So I had all this hooked up for nothing. Well, like I said, I'm just filming because this is my first time looking at it, and I wanted to film my first look at it. I opened it up because I wanted to see if it was dusty, if I need to clean it, but no, it's absolutely clean. I mean, there's still grease, and it looks like it's not dried up or anything. So I don't know if this was serviced. The seller told me that he didn't get it serviced, so who knows? But I'm a little afraid of this kink right here, though. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. It was there when we were at the place. So yeah, that's weird. Oh, this is in programming mode, I guess. Clear. All right, let's try going to another track and just hit play. Nope, it's not spinning. All right, well, I gotta figure this one out. It was definitely working at his place, so oh well. Well, I guess this is for now. Like I said, this is just me taking a first look. I might open that one up just to take a look, though. So let's let's do that. Actually, I saw that there were only a couple, 4 screws, which I took off. So I turned off the power, but I should pull the power, but that's okay. Found the problem, though. Check this out. Where's the lens? Well, I did hear something around, clattering around when I was moving around, and so I found it. Crap. Well, hopefully I can just stick it back on there, and that's all it really needs. So we'll see. Well, bad news, guys. So I cleaned it up, but there's a reason why I put it in a Ziploc bag so I don't lose it. Doesn't focus on it. All of my glues that I've had storage, well, as you guys can expect, dried out. So I got these light Loctite super glue, and also this crazy glue. Well, I gotta figure something out. What I'm planning to do is probably get something really, maybe like a pen or toothpick, and just place the glue around that little perimeter rim there. Okay, hopefully I'll get one that isn't like super liquid. those are really hard to work with. Hopefully it'll be a little more gel-like, so it's easier to just put on there and be controlled about it. And then gotta be very careful to put it on because I don't want to get it on the lens itself. So I may have to get tweezers or something too, because it has to be precise so that it's just the edge gets glued. But I know it was working before, so maybe it got jostled off when it was on the ride home. It was an hour drive, so, you know, oh well. I know it worked, so I know it's gonna work again. It just needs this, which is a very important part. All right, on to the next show. Well, another thing I noticed, by the way, as far as the screw goes, there's 2 on the side, 1, 2, and there was also 2 in the back, 1, 2, but I think I'm missing one, because I didn't notice this as I was taking it apart because I only looked at the actual screws. But as I was putting it in, because I need to find the right holes to put them in, I noticed there was 3 holes. And it does look like a screw was supposed to be there once upon a time. If you can focus. So, not a big deal. 2 is enough to hold it in place in the back. And then there's, 4 on the side, so it's not going to go anywhere. But if I can find out what pitch screw that is and the length, I might be able to get one from the hardware store and just pop it in. So no big deal. When we took it apart, I don't think there was a screw here at seller's place either, so it was already missing. Again, not a big deal. I guess this thing needs a little more work, but it's very minor. Yeah, that laser one scares the hell out of me because I thought, oh crap, because the laser is a big deal. But I'm hoping that, just crazy glue will work. We just need to stick that, I just need to stick that lens back in, and hopefully it's not out of focus or out of whack or anything like that. So, next show.